Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor and I'm late. I have been on Zoom calls. I'm fixing the volumes here. This is dedicated to Mr. B, who hates it when I adjust the volumes at the beginning of the show. But I had to do it. Luckily, I did adjust it because the volume was low when I first started. So I'm going to start off here. This is Chris, the Fruition Productions, who's doing XRP Unleashed documentary. He's addressing what's going to happen at XRP Las Vegas having to do with the film.
I'm excited for XRP Las Vegas because of the exchange of ideas for those of us who are in the space. Like, I kind of want to turn, after doing the documentary, you ask like project, going to continue down the filmmaking route, but I also look at the entrepreneurial opportunities. Like, the one part about America I will say that I do like is the entrepreneurial spirit. Like, building businesses, like dreaming, thinking about like, what can we do? What can we build? What can we make? Yep. Like, that's where I'm very action oriented, which is why we're doing a documentary. It's like, let's do something about this and not just like consume information and then be depressed about it. So I think that we, look for opportunities in that community just to hear those exchanges of ideas from people who are thinking next level and have actual products with utility that they want to build, companies that are there trying to actually build real world solutions for the future of crypto, the future of the financial industry and beyond, the future of assets. Yeah. And so I think that I'm excited to just have that exchange of ideas. Obviously we'll be recording, obviously we're opening the whole entire event with a giant preview of the documentary where we're curating like a 15-minute epic super reel to kind of showcase the whole thing, like where we're at, and we have the opportunity to collect the last bit of insights from the community and get them into the project. Good chance you'll be in the project if you show up to XRP Las Vegas. That's not me promoting the event, but it's just me saying I'm excited about the exchange of ideas that are there. And of course, even if you're not going to the event, the X page is public. You can DM us there. So I don't want it to be about a economic opportunity.
All right, they're going to show a 15-minute epic super reel. That is going to be worth going by itself. Now, we're in March. We're at March 18th. So here's what's going on. Myself and Brad Combs, we're running a, I won't call it a contest, but we're basically everybody who buys a general admission ticket. I talked about this yesterday for the first time. So from yesterday until the end of March, till the last day of March, anybody who buys a general admission ticket is going to be entered. We're going to pick one of you, and you and whoever your plus one is going to go out to dinner with us at XRP Las Vegas, and it's going to be on me and Brad Combs. Okay, in fact, I'll show you. I went to Grok AI and I said, I asked the top 20 steak restaurants in Las Vegas. We will be going to one of these 20. I'm not going to say which one yet, but we're going to go to one of these 20. I've already booked it. It's a table. We're going to have 10 people there. It'll be me. It'll be Brad Combs. I think his wife's going to come. Brad's going to pick 2 people out of his group to come. I'm going to pick 2 people out of my private group at daixrp.com to come. And then we're going to pick 1 and a plus 1 from the contest we're running out here on YouTube. Not contest, wrong word. It's just going to be a drawing. Whoever buys a general admission ticket. If you got to buy it between yesterday and the end of March, and we're going to pick one of you to go eat dinner with us, and it's on us. All right. Okay. Monday morning XRP buy. Yes, I did. I did do that. And then I love this. Smoke is at SMQKEDQG is my favorite new X account. He's spitting a lot of great information. This time will be different. I agree with him. Look closely. 2024 will be the first year that Bitcoin will enter a halving with less availability of Bitcoin to trade, aka Bitcoin used to be very abundant. Now it is more scarce than it ever has been. This will be the reason why this cycle will be different. Then here's another one from Smoke, and I'm going to show you this. Then I'm going to prove what he's saying here. The real adoption with the big boys is happening beyond the search engines. Exactly.
In that space in particular over the next year?
Well, as you mentioned, it's also yield-bearing stablecoins. Stablecoins kind of has a wider definition, which also is a problem because we need to narrow that definition for people to really create standards and grow. But money market funds that are tokenized, we've seen that already come to fruition in two different places. First, Franklin Templeton, they created this, call it Benji app, where they've tokenized a money market fund. And interestingly, because it was tokenized in such an easy to use interface, that particular money market fund actually within the first month doubled their assets because everyone was using it because it's so easy to use, and there was an interest in getting more yield at the same time. JP Morgan, working with BlackRock, they've also tokenized a money market fund. So that's a perfect example of like adoption, product market fit, and unfortunately it goes below the fold in terms of the search engine headlines because everyone's so focused on just hardcore crypto stuff, whereas the call it big boys are actually adopting the blockchain technology below the fold.
Or said another way, the adults in the room. Let's see what the adults in the room are up to. Turns out Ripple's proud to sponsor Blockworks Digital Asset Summit in London. It is going on from today, right? Yeah, today through the 20th. Brad Garlinghouse is going to be there. Check this out. Here it is. Look, the speakers is Brad Garlinghouse. It's a lot of the people you'd know. Let's look at some of them. I'll show you. Look, founder, let's see, the CEO of Ledger is going to be there. Anthony Scaramucci will be there. Michael Sonnenson from Grayscale. There's Brad Garlinghouse. See anybody else? Chainlink co-founder. Anybody else? Oh, managing director of BlackRock is going to be there. Now, look. Check this out. Matthew McDermott, global head of digital assets. Imagine that. Now, let's go back to the home page and see. Let's take a look at their sponsors here. Check this out. Past attendees, BlackRock, JP Morgan. Let's see here. That's Platinum Emerald sponsors. We've got Stellar, Wilkie Barr. That's where Chris Giancarlo is an attorney. He's coming to XRP Las Vegas. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention in the descriptions all the links to XRP Las Vegas, and in the in DAIXRP.com at the top of the page, there's the discount code. Now, platinum sponsors. Recognize any of these? There's Circle, CME, Bullish. You got Galaxy, old Mike Novogratz, Fireblocks. That's Jay Clayton's firm. Kraken, Ripple. Gold sponsors. Who do we Uphold Institutional. I like the sound of that. All right, so you got a lot of big timers coming to this. Then you got this from Ripple. Monica Long joined the Newcomer Banking Summit. This caught my attention. It says she was with Team Jiko or Jiko. We're a new type of bank that innovates U.S. Treasury bills to unlock yield, safety, and scale. Now, this reminded, and here's their website. Let me show it to you. Jiko makes treasuries bankable. Basically, you can, it's an app you download, and they're getting over a 5% yield. The way I see this, you can invest in T-bills, which are insured by the federal government, and you can put them in there and just roll over from, like put it in 30-day T-bills and just roll it to the next T-bill. This is very interesting for protection purposes. Now, reminded me of this. Digital Perspectives retweeted. He said, FYI, the people sitting on stage with Monica Long are a new type of bank built on US T-bills to unlock yield, safety, and scale. And I retweeted that and I said, this is Arthur Brito from 2013 Digital Perspectives. I believe Ripple will eventually support bonds and bond markets. How about them apples? And then here's Wheezy. How about these apples? This is Charles Hoskinson in two different clips. And Charles Hoskinson, man, do I answer that? I don't think so. I'm going to wait. Charles Hoskinson in the second clip said something that really caught my attention. He said this, he received $500,000 from some weird guy in China. Most likely Bo Chen, founder of Wang Zhang blockchain. Watch this.
And so now people are saying, let's go back to that. Let's go ahead and find a way to put that Turing completeness back into the system. So there's a lot of ways you can do that. One way is to lay it on top of Bitcoin, which requires you to change Bitcoin and do some things. It's a time-consuming process, and I really respect the amount of effort Mastercoin's put in. JR and these other guys have done some absolutely amazing work. Another option is to take the BitShares approach and create your own blockchain, your own paradigm. But really, what we see in the ecosystem is a lot of isolation, a lot of fragmentation, and a lot of cost of innovation. Whenever you want to do something, it costs $500,000, you have to put a team together, it takes months, if not years, there's a lot of testing.
So no, he wanted to do an ICO, and Mastercoin had just done their ICO, and I didn't feel very comfortable with that. It ended up being 2 Larimers and 1 Hoskinson. So I took a buyout. I said, all right, you guys go do it and figure it out. So they did Angel Shares, and then eventually that turned into BitShares, and it was mostly successful, but then leveraged that to do EOS, which was a much larger raise. It wasn't
Steam as well.
Yeah, Steam. Yeah, he did that with Ned Scott. So he's kind of a serial entrepreneur. He does something every 2 years. And you know, I left, and I was like, well, that was really fun. It was a whirlwind. I went from like teaching a free class to getting $500,000 from a weird guy in China to starting a company to getting bought out from the company.
What?
Whenever you want to do something, it costs $500,000.
Teaching a free class to getting $500,000 from a weird guy in China.
Well, what guy is that? Is that who bought the ranch? All right, we're going to go in DAIXRP.com, and we're going to talk about what it is we're up against. What was all this ETHGate stuff about? What are we up against? And we're up against people that are playing 3D chess. And I believe that we kicked their behinds, these people that thought they were playing 3D chess. I don't think they ever thought we were going to piece it all together. And I think the XRP army made history like even you listening to me don't realize yet. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. In DAIXRP.com, we're going to talk about 3D chess, and we're going to talk about what these people have really been up to. All right, here we go.